Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Goof, and I'm back on Anime Defenders, but this time I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm gonna be ranking secrets based on how good they are and like infinite, how easy they are to manage and build and everything. So yeah, let's get right on to it. So the first unit is Shadow Dragon. I don't really have footage of him right now because he's kind of brand new. But from the looks of it, his buffs does so much for everything. Plus his damage is really nice, and with Divine, he hits the enemies multiple times, so then you can knock them back. His best trait is Almighty, which is standard for most of these secrets because he's a 2 placement. But yeah, if you have Shadow Dragon, then good for you. I'd recommend getting Almighty on him and a Divine Spear. And the next one is Igis. So right now, Igis before he was like a ground unit, right? So he would be an A, but after they made Igis a hybrid, I think he deserves a place in the S category. His damage output is so high, he just does so much for your team, and it's just not even funny how good he is. The debuff he puts on the bosses too really add up because like he debuffs it by 5%, making your teammates be able to hit it more, which is just really nice. I don't even know how to explain it myself. Yeah. Okay, so the next one is Sungjin Woo. This is gonna be like the first one that isn't an S. I'd say that he's like an A tier because his summons are really good late game. If like you're fighting a boss and then you kill one of the small minions and then you get a summon off, that'd be really good. But like other than that, he doesn't really get any summons because of like his DPS is really low, and he's usually not the one to kill the enemies last. But in the early game, if you have Sungjin Woo, I'd recommend using him. He's the pro gamer, by the way. Guts or Curse Berserk Knight. I think he's the same tier as Sungjin Woo. It's because like he's a ground type while Sungjin Woo's a hybrid, but with precision and we're also evaluating how easy it is to build some of these units, and with precision, Guts is really easy to build. And run Requiem on Guts because he's a free placement. Also, his spirits is really easy to get. You just need Galactic because he has 40% base crit chance, and with the Galactic Spirit, it's 50% now. So yeah, moving on, Chance King, it'll be the first unit I put in C, because not only is he a ground type, he just does nothing except do damage. Like at the beginning of the game, he was really good, but now with the introduction of new units, he's just not it anymore. Dragon Mage, I think I have to create a new category for Dragon Mage. Give me 1 second. Yeah, sorry. Dragon Mage deserves a new category because of how good he is. Like actually, he has 300k base damage when you upgrade him fully with Almighty. And like in Infinite, you can easily max him out, but in a regular game, his placement and his range on placement is so good, it's actually not even funny. And his nuke ability even adds it more on the cake. And if you have True Spirit on him, the buff is like 150k something. It's really insane. Though he's not that free to play friendly, except for getting him, that's really easy to do because he's a free unit from the portals. Alright, Demon King, I'd say Demon King deserves a place in the S. If you did not know that Demon King is like in the top 5 biggest damage dealers, and he has a slow. He's almost as good as like Gojo, I'd say, because of his investment. He only needs Requiem. I think you still need Storm Spirit or Ice on him though, because he does slow. So yeah, his investment is not as high as Gojo because you only need Requiem, which is why I think he's like really good and he deserves a place in the S. This is the Muzan or the Demon Overlord. I say that he's in B. He's not as good as Guts, but he does have a bleed. Not a bleed. Yeah, no, it was a bleed. It's a 50% buff to bleeds. But the only character that I can think of that bleeds right now that's like kind of good is Bear King, and no one really uses Bear King anymore. So yeah, this is not Solar, this is Lunar Empress. Really amazing unit, by the way. I'd recommend anyone to get her. I don't know why Solar is not on this list, but I'd say I put Solar in S too. But Lunar, you have to place her early game, but once she gets that 50% stack, nothing can stop her. She just does so much damage, it's insane. And you can use True Spear on her. Although without Almighty, she's still like a 1 placement, so I'd recommend getting Almighty no matter what. Gojo. Gojo's this good. He's better than Igis because like of his slow and his range is really far. It's like one of the biggest range apart from Lunar, but Lunar hits in a straight line while Gojo has an AoE. Yeah, and his slowing just so good. I'd recommend getting it. Grand Aether Knight, I'd say that Grand Aether Knight is in like it's either in high A or low S because with Requiem you need a lot of units with Requiem because he buffs himself based on how many units are near him. That includes himself, by the way. So yeah, do not get almighty on him. I'd say that he's A right now, but later on I will move him up. The two leaderboard units, Slime Queen and Cursed Prince, I put in B because they're both like just for show, not really for like damage and stuff, I guess. And Solo Overlord, like I said before, I put in S. Do you guys agree with my list? Let me know down below. Peace out. Until next time. Like and sub.